Alright guys, I'm going to bring you another one here. I got some positive feedback about the class guide video that I made. Super awesome. I'm super happy that people are watching it and people are, they're learning and it's helping, and man, this is why I'm doing this. So like, this is super cool, super excited. Um, but I was asked if I would do maybe some individual ones. So if 47 minutes of rambling about 4 classes was awesome, why not 47 minutes of rambling for just one? So I'm going to talk about the Scout. Oh man. Oh man, I love the Scout. So this is probably going to be a lot of rehashing of the other video, but maybe there'll be some extra stuff. I know I didn't really specifically kind of pan over all the guns, and depending on how much blah 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 that I end up doing, I think I'm gonna jump into a match. So let's look at the stuff first, though. So in a perks video that I did, these are the perks that I use. Deep pockets. I think this should just, to me, this is bread and butter. This should be for everybody. You want to hold as much minerals as possible. So I think when you start, you hold 40, and I think with armor, you can hold like an additional 5. See, now it says carry capacity, 45. And then this, plus 15, bam, now you're at 60. You want that. It doesn't sound great, and you're like, Chris, that doesn't really affect combat. You're right, it doesn't. But mining is a big part of this game, so you're going to want 60. Just, man, trust me on this one. That's a go-to. I think this is community staple. Next, I use Vampire. Regain 5 health when you kill a medium-sized or larger creature. That would include grunts and up. Yeah, I don't know all the names of the bugs, but the fairly meaty ones and up, the grunts and larger. You can actually get like a double, and I've heard rumors that you can even get a triple hit. Like if you do like the power attack. I know I've done the double plenty of times, so you can potentially get 10, maybe 15 at once. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. It really does, especially if you do the pickaxe, where you lower basically the recharge time of the pickaxe. So I don't know what this actually brings it down to. 20 seconds, I think, versus what it... oh yeah, so you can see at the bottom there. So it would normally be 30 seconds, and this brings it down to 20. This is what I like, guys. I like to do it a lot, so that's why I did like 20. These other things might work better for you. But this is my setup, and it's worked for me. It's been beneficial. Yeah, so anyways, that works with that. And then the last thing is thorns. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, if you do has 5, you really shouldn't be getting hit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're totally right. Can't deny that. If you're doing has 5, you shouldn't be hit. However, if you're doing any other difficulty, and I don't know, maybe you're having a beverage with your gameplay. Maybe you've had a lot of challenge at your job, and maybe you want to do some 3s and 4s, and you don't always want to do has 5s. Thorns is amazing. I love thorns. Sometimes you don't want to use up all your ammo. Sometimes you just miss a couple of little stragglers, and they come up behind you, and they just basically kill themselves. Sometimes it helps finish off some nasties. Man, it's just nice. I mean, 24 damage is kind of a lot, for them to do to themselves. You're free to do whatever you want. I don't use Born Ready because this particular gun that I've been sporting lately doesn't reload. And it's only the shotgun that does, and it's only 2 bullets, right? So I just feel like getting a talent for that's a little overkill. What is this? Nothing holds you back. Environmental slowdown effects are reduced by 50%! Exclamation mark. And you move 25% faster while carrying heavy objects. That's cute. That's a cute one. That's good. But this is what I use, guys. All right. And these. So whoopsie. Always have to defend myself using these, because the community staples are Field Medic and Iron Will. This is what everybody basically uses. If they're not using these two, then they're using Dash or Beastmaster. It's really these 4. These are the big ones. This one's probably number 1, Iron Will. Basically, you can come back to life. Naggy, if you're playing Scout, why don't you use Iron Will? Because I don't need it. I don't know. I mean, it is amazing. I can't deny this. It's rather good, but it's not. I don't know. It's not for me. Because I'm nuts or whatever. If you go on Reddit or if you look at other people's guides on YouTube, I think they all promote the bananas out of this. And yeah, there have been situations, there have been games that I've been in where we all died and someone had this, and had they not had it, that would have been a game over. So blah blah blah. It's great, but I don't use it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over the other ones that I don't use. I use hover boots. Why do I use hover boots? Because they suck. Because I'm a noob. Also because it has so many different uses. It can be used in combat. You can fly above monsters, and it does like a little bit of damage underneath your feet. And if you are being swarmed, right, and you jump off of something, you can get 3.5 seconds of can't touch this. That's pretty good, right? Obviously, if you're about to fall to your death, which happens quite a lot on Scout, you can save yourself from dying. And I just want to emphasize how important it is to not die in this game. It's really important. It's super important. When you die, now one or more other people have to stop what they're doing and come get you. And don't stress. Dying is fine. It happens. But if you can minimize the amount of times that you're dying, it's really going to help yourself, and it's going to help the team. So, if you don't mind being a little uncool, use these hover boots, man. I love them. I don't care. Like, I got a Has 5. I'm processing that video right now, putting it on YouTube. I got my badge of honor. I'm done. I did it. I've done a few Has 5s. I personally don't love them. Some people want to sit on the edge of their seat, and some people want to sit in the back. Some people are just so good that Has 5's no big deal. But there's also other applications where this is good. Let's say someone does die, right? They fall down like a really deep hole. I can just jump, and then right before I hit the bottom, hover boots. And someone's probably thinking, hey, can't you just grapple right before you hit the bottom? Yeah, you can. But speaking of which, so sometimes you don't have an engineer to help you get nodes, and I'm sure my pro friends would say, well, you don't need one. You can just power attack as you grapple to it. Sure. And I'm sure that works 100% of the time for no one. So it's not always going to work, either because you fat-fingered the grapple, or, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't work, man. Sometimes you hit a patch of lag. It's not unthinkable. These things happen. So this is kind of like a little protection, And sometimes if you're just trying to get like really far distance, you want to grapple, you want to do the boots. Then while you're sitting there mid-air, right, your grapple is off cooldown, so you can use it again. So it's like, man, you're a super Tarzan with this thing. It's incredible. Yeah, so that's why I use hover boots. Sometimes too with those, like going back to that mineral stuff. Sometimes I just can't figure out a way to do that grapple power attack thing. I don't know, the angle is not right, whatever the case may be. And what's cool is I can grapple hover boots right next to the resource that's like really high up on the ceiling or something like that, and just regular pickaxe or power attack, for that 3.5 seconds, and I can usually create a divot that's big enough. So then the boots fade, and I start to fall. I grapple right before I hit the ground. Then I kind of line back up, and I shoot right back up there into that little divot that I made, and I was able to do that because of them hover boots. If you're playing Scout, you're gonna be collecting a lot of minerals. It's kind of your job, kind of one of your primary things. You are not a wave killer as a Scout. Yeah, you're not Rambo. You are not the guy. I'm gonna use the word guy way too much. You are not the person, that's politically correct, or individual. You can't even say person now, right? You might identify as a cup of yogurt or something. The individual, man, now I'm lost. I don't know what I was saying. Just, you're gonna have to mine a lot of minerals as Scout, because you're not really good at killing mass amounts of bugs. So, also, Scout's kind of known his other roles, and man, Scout's got a lot of roles. Like, if you asked me to tell you what all the engineering roles are, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, because that guy just does it all. But Scout, like, there's some specifics, and getting the minerals, getting those secondaries. I call them secondaries. I don't know if the game calls them secondaries, but like at the top right of the screen, right, when you start doing a mission, you'll see like Morkite, collect eggs, blah blah blah. And there'll be a second one underneath of it where it'll be like collect blooms, those flowers, or collect fossils, or collect Ebo nuts. You know, those things where you gotta go gather, right? And they're always like in these little nooks and crannies, and they're up high, and they're on the sides of walls, and they're all in these bizarre places, and it's just, you know, it's most convenient for the scout to get, and it makes sense for the scout to get them. So you might need to do some of this hoverboot action. Maybe needs not the correct word, as my critics would say. Hoverboots are for noobs. But nah, man, that's all baloney. Hoverboots are awesome. I've had a lot of games where I don't die at all because of the hoverboots, and I'm able to get like 6 reses or more. You know, if I need to show the screenshots to prove it, I absolutely will. I've had some double-digit reses, and yeah, and I use it on other classes too. You can't just grapple to the ground with this guy, can you? Of course, I don't use it on the engineer because I end up using the platforms kind of to break a fall. But definitely on driller. You know, sometimes too when you're playing the other classes, and like if you're playing driller and you're like drilling like real high up, and maybe you're not super paying attention to the map, and then you fall through, you're gonna wish you had hover boots. What if you're alone, right? Now someone has to go trekking halfway across the map to come get you because you just didn't, you know, you were too cool for hover boots. Don't do that. Don't do that to other people. Also, sometimes people don't want to res you. So if you just had hover boots, you'd be living right now. So, love the hover boots. And the other one, heightened senses. Yeah, this is another one that people think is trash. Those people are crazy. Grabbers are gonna get you. I don't care who you are. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. These grabbers are gonna get you. And you're gonna be thinking, why didn't I get heightened senses? Because someone on Reddit said it was not cool to get. But you know what's not cool? Losing, dying, putting other people, stopping what other people are doing to come get your new butt. That's not cool. But heightened senses is pretty rad. It's gonna let you know right before you're about to get grabbed. And if you do get grabbed, you can get out of it twice. And when I say get out of it, I mean you actually kill the monster that grabs you. So sometimes I purposely let something grab me so that I can kill it so that no one else gets grabbed. I'm thinking about the team, guys. I'm thinking about other people. It's not just about me, right? If I'm staying alive, if I'm killing grabbers, man, this is all beneficial, baby. And sometimes just like knowing that it's coming to get you, you know, can help you kill it. So I think these are great. I told another story where it's like me and another dude, and we both did not have this. He got grabbed, and he warned me, like, yo, when you come into this room, you're gonna get grabbed. And I was like, nah, no, I'm not. Came into the room, got grabbed. Game over. We lost. So yeah, I like this. I've had it ever since. You know, if you're, you know, pro-tastic, you're on Reddit, trying to get the cool ones, they're gonna tell you that you don't need this because when you come into a room, instead of looking eye level, which is just like the natural place that we all look, right? It's a first-person shooter. You're really supposed to be looking at the top, right? You're supposed to be looking at the ceiling, and the ceiling grabbers are on the ceiling. They look like little blobs. They almost look like little like brains or something. So you know, if you're really being proactive, you don't need this. But there will come a time where you will wish you had this. And you know this, right? I could just make the argument that like, well, don't die, don't suck. How about that? How about that, Reddit? Just don't be bad. You don't need that either. So in your face. And you know, you just have better teammates. Don't die. Huh? How about that argument? Dash though, I really can't argue against this. Dash is incredible. Like if there was a third space, Dash would be my thing. And the pet's always nice. But look, this is what I use. I don't think any consensus is going to say that these are the best, but I think they're fabulous. I've had a lot of success using these, and I highly recommend them. I think you should at least try them. Work them into your repertoire, into your gameplay. So anyway, that's a lot about perks, right? I've done it all, and man, I've used these for like 4+ hundred hours. So I'm not using this. Don't need it. I like these. So let's talk about guns. Let's talk about guns. I was using the GK2, right? Until this plasma thing came out, I was using this guy. And, man, again, if you go on Reddit and you look at what other people are doing, they may not agree with these. I feel like I have a little bit more confidence on this one. I feel like the choices I've made here are what you want to do. I'll put a build or like a link for a build in the description of what I'm using, so you can just it'll be that carl.gg website. It's a really great resource. If you're trying to look at builds, I believe there is a top builds section if you're just wanting to see what the community thinks is most optimal. You know, what's really cool about this game is that there's not necessarily like one build. It's not like WoW. Remember like WoW arenas back in the day, like 2007 or 8, and it was just like you had to do this build if you wanted the PV. Like you basically had one or two, maybe two choices. Nah, in this game, like there's so much like flexibility and stuff, and you know how you play can really change what you use, and this is what works best for me. I think you want to, with the GK2, the minimum damage you want is 15. That's some sort of break point. I don't know if that's a one hit on swarmers or something like this. I just remember that like you want minimum 15 damage. So this is what I'm using. This is what I like. Armor shredding. You want to slay the big guys, right? Little bit of stun chance when you aim well. Alright, now let's talk about this overclock right here. Now this, I know the internet's not going to agree with me on this one. You're going to go on Reddit and you're going to be like, Naggy. Naggy. That's my last name, and it's also what people call me. That's not the overclock you should be using, buddy. You should be using... Oh, I gotta go pan to it. I think it's one of the red ones. Yeah, AI Stability Engine. So, this thing, see all these numbers? Ooh, fancy. What this does is it turns the GK2, an assault rifle, and it turns it into a laser-guided sniper rifle, pinpoint accuracy. Holy moly, you can hit a peanut from 1,000 million miles away. That's what it does. And you will also see people on Reddit say, well, it's for noobs. Because it just takes any kind of difficulty. Not that there really was that much shooting this gun. Just it negates it completely. It makes it incredibly easy to shoot. It makes it pinpoint accurate. And I absolutely see why people think this is the best one. It makes sense. I think the other one that people seem to like is this one. I'm pretty sure. Gas re-wrap. Is it this one? Might be this. It's not that one. It's one of the green ones that they like. I'm not really sure which one it is. But faster reload, faster rate of fire. I mean, that's yummy. And expand magazine capacity. Always good. And less recoil. So that's going to make it easier to shoot. Give you more juice. And this is going to increase your DPS. And make the reload faster. That's always good. I think it's this one that they like. This one and that one. I think those are the community thumbs up. So what do? Neither. I like this. So stronger recoil. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. And I don't know if you guys ever played Counter-Strike, but me and the AK-47 are yin and yang. That is my... Oh man, that's my gun. And this actually makes it feel kind of just a tiny bit. I mean, these games are very different, but it gives you some serious recoil, but seriously you can control it. So don't freak out. It's not that big. But what you are getting, though, is a lot faster bullets. Your DPS is gonna go, whew, it's gonna go way up. I think I went for this one because I don't know if it was Has 5 that I did this for, but I like throwing a cryo grenade at something like a Praetorian, and then with this overclock, I can destroy it, right? Love that. So, I recommend this. I don't know if any other guide is going to recommend this, but I've done Has 5s with Scout. Honestly, a lot of times, like if you're doing like a solo Has 5 with a Scout, you can straight up just zip or like grapple away from everything. You theoretically don't have to kill anything, I don't think. I mean, you can just kind of, you know, if the tunnels are big enough, you're going to end up having hordes of monsters follow you around, but on certain maps, yeah, you can absolutely pull it off. I think it was actually, like, when I first started playing this, that was actually, like, one of the recommended ways, I think, to get one of the, like, Has 5 achievements, was you could, you know, more or less cheese it with the Scout, just by avoiding stuff altogether. But anyways, this is what I recommend, guys. I think this is the best overclock. It's really great. This is good, too. I think I used this for a minute. I think I like that as well. Bullets of Mercy. I want to say there's like some sort of like IGN or whatever kind of website that's recommending this. No idea why. That's gimmicky. This, you know, I wanted this to be like cool, but it's just not consistent enough for me. And yeah, I mean this is amazing. I would have to. If someone had like a thing to vote on which one was the best, I think I would have to say that this is probably the best, but this is the one that works best for me. Keeps my damage at 15, makes it feel like I need to actually, you know, use a little tiny bit of skill to shoot this gun because of the recoil, but after like the first like 2 or 3 bullets, it's super easy to hold down. It's nothing, guys, trust me. It's basic. This should just be green, in my opinion. It should be a green overclock. So that is what I use, that is what I like. But, oh yeah, why is this not selected? I don't like the sniper rifle, straight up, I just don't. In every shooter that I've ever played, remember the AWP in Counter-Strike? Yuck, don't like it. I just do not like sniper rifles. I'm not saying it's bad, it's fine. It's fine at what it does. There's a couple of them that are pretty neat. No, that's not it. Hipster. Hipster's really fun. You should definitely try Hipster. Kind of changes the way you shoot it. It's pretty sweet. And I guess I went with this one. I really don't use this gun, so I really can't talk about it. You know, it's long range, and I think if you're playing on a team that is... they're good at killing bugs. I'll just say it that way. If you're playing on a team that's good at killing bugs, this is a great weapon. But I feel like when I'm playing with randoms, especially with people who are new, you know, no offense, I was new too once, and I'm still not good, and I've put 500 hours in this. I'm still shit. Oh crap! Can't say bad words. But I think this is a little more well-rounded. You know, people will say this is more like close range or mid-range. You can get some pretty far away hits with this. I'm telling you, you can. I mean, it's not like sniper rifle good, but the potential is there. I think it can do some long range shots. Really, mid range is probably its sweet spot, and up close, of course, is very good. So I more recently made the switch though to this, and I'm still trying to figure out what I like the most. I feel like I'm kind of going like extra newbie with this particular setup, in that, you know, I'm using an overclock that cools the heating, and I've got 2 mods that cool it as well. So this is one of those, it doesn't reload kind of guns, it just builds up heat, so you can only shoot like a little bit at a time. However, with 1, 2, and then the 3rd for the overclock, you can shoot a lot more than you normally would. And you know, I use that example where I like to throw the cryo grenade and, you know, zap it down with this thing. I can do the same thing, but more efficiently, honestly, and I think at the same speed, or maybe close to it, with this. And like the battery capacity there, it says 1050. That's the ammo. Whoa, that is a ton. ton of ammo. Like, I might switch this to that. I might do that. I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I almost never use up all that stuff. I almost never do. It's a lot of ammo. So if you're looking for something kind of easy, kind of reliable, kind of nice, I'm liking this, man. I'm liking this setup right here. This is what's working for me. I can't talk a lot about all these yet. I haven't used these. Yeah, I played this game like real hard for months. Like I started playing in October of 2020, and I just no-lifed it for like 6 months straight. It was like every weekend I was playing Deep Rock Galactic. When I came home from work, well, after the kid was asleep, I was playing this, man. Like every chance that my son wasn't awake, I was playing this. I was insane. I was no-lifing it. But at that time, I was playing with this. Like this plasma gun was not out, and then I took a break. I played other games, did other things. So now I've kind of come back, and I've more, this is still a little fresh to me, but I'm liking this gun. The only like downside I'm seeing to this gun compared to the GK2 is that at least with the way that I have the mods set up, I don't know if you can launch the plasma projectiles to make them a little faster. Yeah, it's a tad bit slow. It's a tad bit slow. So what you kind of have to do is you have to aim ahead of the target. Like if it's moving to the left, you have to put it in front of its face, so that by the time that these little plasma bullets will get to it, it will hit its body. Because if you aim at like its butt and it's moving, you will miss it completely, and it's harder to figure out how far ahead you need to aim of the monster moving when they're farther away, right? Because the bullets have to travel. I'm going to call them bullets because I don't know what else to call it. When the bullets have to travel farther, the longer they're trying to get to him, the guy moves. He can get out of the way. So the farther you are, the more you got to like aim ahead. So that's the only thing I'm seeing, and it's making it a little difficult when monsters are pretty far away. That's why I'm almost feeling like the GK2 is actually a little better at distance, just because it's basically like his bullets fly at wicked fast speed. So basically, as soon as you click, like it's hitting. Whereas like this is a little bit of travel time. But mid-range, it feels about the same, and I just feel like I'm getting so much more ammo, man. Like, and I love the sound, and it's cool. I'm liking this gun. I don't know if it's necessarily better than this, but I like that it's kind of the same, but a little different. It may be better. I'm gonna keep playing with this, and that's what I'm using for now. And this could tweak, but that's what I like. All right. Man, I've talked a lot already. I don't like these. Straight up, guys. Don't like them. Yep, that's my opinion. I just don't. Maybe people will be like, well, if you just did this, you'd probably like, no. I did try a lot with this. You know that I did it because I literally unlocked all of them, right? I've tried them all, and I think this is the last thing that I came to that I ended up liking. I just felt like these guns are weak, and I was not impressed by them. I'm sure there's some guide, or maybe they are considered the best right now, but nah, I don't think so. I really don't. You could try that. Maybe you'll have more success with them. I really want to say this, though. These are all my opinions, right? I mean, I've done Has 5s. I've played a lot, so I feel like my opinions are, I got some oomph to back it up. I got 65 out of 69 achievements. I've done all the Has 5 achievements, including the one where you don't reload or resupply. And maybe that's not impressive. I've done 3 elite deep dives. I know 3 is not really a lot. Guys, they're painful. Like, I feel like 3, I've proven that I can do them, so I'm good. But so I'm just not like some scrub necessarily that's telling you this is no good. Maybe it is good, but I think, let's be positive, I think this is better. Love this gun, man. Man, this gun does the damage. I just like this gun, guys. This is a good gun. It does. I've already like repeated myself like 8 times. It's a good gun and it does good damage. I don't know what else do I need to say. That's what it does. It shoots 2 shots they're really impactful. I feel very confident that when I'm gonna shoot something with this, that it's gonna go down. You want to try to angle yourself so that you can get the most bang for your buck. Like if you're shooting at a group, you might even want to wait like a second or two till they kind of line up and get in front of you. But this you're not gonna be clearing waves with this, right? You're just not. But for those single target, those kind of bigger monsters, this gonna lay down the hurt, and this is the overclock you want. I think the internet does agree with me on this one, that Jumbo Shells is probably #1 in terms of most optimal. Maybe there's another shooter that is good. I think this one's good. Yeah. I think this one's good right here. This is right, no hurt. Right, this is more damage. More pellets equals more damage, and small damage boost is more damage. This is just longer reload time. It's not that long, guys. It's really not. It's pretty darn short. And with the grapple, right? If you're in a situation where you need to reload now, you could just grapple away and then reload. You could grapple and as you're flying through the air, reload. Yeah, you can do that. You can also do a lot of snazzy grapplings and killing of bugs so that you're never touching the ground, and super cool. Definitely recommend this, man. Significantly less ammo. That's alright too, because it packs such a wallop that you don't need a whole bunch. So there you go. There's a guy, I think if I can find his video, I think his name is Legionless, and he does incredible guides. He is way better than me. He is way flashier than me. He is way cooler than me. He is super chill. He gives way better information. So yeah, I should definitely put a link to one of his videos, because like what I want is to help the community, and if someone's throwing out some good content, I want to shout it out. And this Legionless, he is fabulous. When I first started playing, I was watching his videos, and I've learned a lot from him. There's one video that I'm particularly impressed and jealous of that he does, where he uses this overclock, and this guy, man, he must cover 10 football fields in like a millisecond. He gets across the map so darn fast that my head exploded. I had to get surgery to put this head back on. I couldn't believe how fast my man was zipping around. So instead of like shooting with this, right, it actually propels you. So if you're about to fall, kabam! Or because it shoots you so fast, like he was using it like a rocket boost. And it was insane. Now, do you need to be Legionless fast as a scout? No. It's not. It was a little flashy. He's being a little flashy. But good gracious. Having someone like him on your team, if you died, Legionless, he's already there. He's already on your body. Before you even said it, this guy is on top of you, giving you the res. So, this can definitely increase your mobility big time. But I don't recommend it. I think you should. I think you should stick to trying to kill some stuff. I think the grapple is enough. All right. Talked about the primary. Talked about the secondary. I think I took a little peek at this. Yeah, I want to point this out. This is something that somebody pointed out to me a long time ago, and some debates as to whether or not this is actually different. 2 classes get high intensity. 2 classes get medium intensity. If you actually watch this and you're listening, you've made it this far, please tell me if you notice a difference with these mediums. They seem to be all the same brightness to me, but, let me know. Alright, flare gun. Whatever makes it last longer is what I think is best. That's all I can say. What is this? Rate of fire? It shoots fast enough. I don't know who's... Why would you need that? I think I tried it, though, and I thought it was silly. I'd rather just be able to... Like, sometimes, let me just give you an example. You're doing, like, a salvage mission, right? And you get to the part where you're having to defend, like, that little radio station or whatever the heck it is, right? And, a lot of times when you're playing with people, they'll make, like, those makeshift bunkers. That part, right? you'll shoot one, then you'll switch to like one of your primary guns or secondary guns, kill some bugs, and then like a minute goes by, you shoot another one, kill some bugs, you shoot another one, kill some bugs. It's just nice when you have 4. You're just guaranteeing that you're gonna make, you're gonna have enough light to get through the wave. So I think the magazine size is where you want to go, and just whatever makes this burn longer. So some people might disagree with that. Oh, you do not need an auto reload. Just do it. So more time. That's what you need to do. Grapple. This is what I like. Range. Oh yeah, come on, man. You gotta get that range, baby. Like, you want the range. Got no choice there. Shoots out at a higher speed, or faster hook retraction means a faster dwarf. Survival not guaranteed. I might even try that, but I guess I went with this, and I've just always stuck with it. And faster cooled. Yeah, dude, you want that. Faster cooldown. Yep, that's what you want. Absolutely. These other ones. Temporary fall damage reduction bonus after releasing the grapple gun. Have you got the hover boots? Don't even need this. So, yeah, go with that. That's what I like. Bam, bam, bam. Grenades. There was one time where people thought the pheromone one was the best. And maybe they still do. Nope, they're wrong. Straight up. IFG. Yeah, this can be good. That's all I can say. It can be good. I just think this has so much utility, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. Let's say a bunch of flying bugs come at you. A bunch of flying bugs come at you. Well, if they're grouped together and you throw a grenade at them, you just killed them all. Because if you freeze a flying enemy, auto death. Doesn't regardless of what their health is. If you freeze a flying enemy, they're gonna die. So this is incredible for flying enemies. I think I mentioned this before. I really like it versus Praetorians. You throw one at a Praetorian and get that shotgun out, get that other gun out. You've just wiped that thing out. And because you froze it and you killed it, no green gas, no leftover shenanigans, right? What's also nice about this is, let's just say you throw it near a teammate, you're only gonna get him a little bit cold, right? Brrr, he'll get over it. So it's not like it's nice in terms of not hurting your teammates. And should you use it like on a frost map and your teammate already be half frozen and this would completely freeze him, not a big deal. You can actually pickaxe your friend out, power attack or regular pick. So I just feel like this does not hurt your teammates, and the CC is incredible. Maybe like some monstrous amount of stuff is coming at you, and oh boy, you don't know what to do, and they're about to come in. Again, like the salvage mission, right? They're about to come into your area. You throw this, whew, wipe that sweat from your forehead. You got a minute, not a minute. You got a couple seconds, but it gives you some time to think. And right, anytime something is frozen, it takes more damage. So perfect, right? This helps you. Not that you can kill wave after wave after wave, because you'll run out of grenades, but this is going to help you kill some bugs, and it's going to help your teammates kill some bugs too. So I love this, man. I think this is the best grenade. Armor. Always want that, baby. I was playing with someone last night who's new. A friend of mine from high school. We go way back. My age. You don't need to know my age. I know. You're like, what? You're not 15? You sound like a child. I know, I'm not. I'm like at least double that. And then some. But we were playing together last night, and he thought this. Like, he automatically went towards this. And I understand why. Your shield can absorb more damage before breaking. And your shield, right, is the first thing that gets hit before your health. So it makes sense that you want to increase that, because as long as you're only taking a couple hits, you're never even dipping into your health pool. So why would you want more HP? Well, one, this is only 5 more, damage that you can take. It's not a ton. It's only 5. Whereas this, right, is 20. So you got 5 versus 20. Bigger number. But Chris, again, the shields, that's what get hits first. Alright, well think about this. If you fall, and you're too cool to have hover boots, what do you think is more likely to help you live? You think that 5 extra shield is going to do it? Or maybe that, you know what the answer is. This, right here. Maybe you're fighting a boss. That boss is going to rip through your shields. You think that 5 health is going to help? You're going to want that health, baby. So, big guys, you're going to want the health. Falling, you're going to want the health. You get swarmed by swarmers, they're going to rip through your shields. Rip them up. Goodbye. You're going to want more health. Oh, how about this one? Bam, bam. There are some missions that have no shields. Shablam! Now you're going to want this health. So, I think I've just given a whole bunch of examples why you should go with the health. Someone wants to argue this is better? Fine. You're crazy. No, not really. But I think all around, right? This is your go-to. You want the health. That's just built in. And, your shield breaks violently, damaging all enemies around you in the process. Yeah, sounds good, right? Yeah, every time your shield breaks, automatically going to do some damage. That damage may save you. So, that's always good. Whenever your shield breaks, it releases a static discharge and has a chance to stun. Chance to stun. Well, do you want guaranteed damage or do you want a chance to stun? Up to you. And temporary invulnerability after being revived. Oh, if you went on Reddit and you get those mean kids, they just tell you, like, don't die, so this is bad. I don't know, this might be good. If you play a lot of has-5s, right, and you're playing with a group of people, and you're in a sticky situation, sometimes you get res and you just die right away. This would prevent that. But I think this is the bread and butter. This is the go-to, the all-arounder, the safe bet, the good choice. I like this. So this is what I recommend. Oh man, I need water. So there you go. All of that. Should I play? Maybe I should play. I mean, I feel like I could just end it right there, but maybe I'll play one. Let me just check. See how long this has been going. I have no idea how to check how long this has been going. So let me end it right there, and maybe I'll just do a separate gameplay one. So if you made it through that, congratulations. That was a lot of blah blah blah, and I have no jokes or anything funny. So kudos to you, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.